Okay, so hey guys, I would like to show you a quick demo about an MVP that I developed in an end-to-end approach. So this is actually a IoT MVP, okay? I developed it for a startup idea, okay? So this is actually a wearable device. I have here the prototype of this device, okay? It has an SP32S3 and also a Bosch sensor. This is a high-performance sensor. So that means that it has the gyroscope, accelerometer, and magnetometer as well, okay? And also a small buzzer here, okay? This is actually a device that can help the rehab process with patients in physiotherapy sessions, okay? So let's see what, actually how this exactly works, okay? So I can go here to my interface, so you will see that this first tab is for real-time data plotting, okay? And you can see here also in the terminal that the device is sending some data through the monitor terminal, okay? Serial monitor terminal, okay? So you can see here that it's sending data. This data is related with Euler angles, okay? So I'm going just to enable my camera here and do some movements, and you can see that the values are changing, right? Okay, I'm changing because this is actually sending real time in an offline mode, okay? But let's try to do that in an online mode. So for this reason, I need here to set up the configuration of my device. As I said before, I am using the SP32, so that means that it has a Bluetooth low energy, okay? So in this interface, I'm going to send that data using the Blip protocol, okay? So I'm going first to configure my Wi-Fi credentials, okay? So just let me put here the credentials of my network, okay? And then of course, because it's a Bluetooth operation, I need to pair my device. In this case, the name of my device is Apollo, so I'm going here to pair. And you can see here in the terminal that the device is attempting to connect to the Wi-Fi network, okay? So it is actually attempting to perform that connection, okay? Okay, so it was succeeded, okay? So let's back here to the web app and let's go to the live sensor. And you will see that now we can see data here, okay? If I enable my camera, I'm going just to put the camera a little bit down here. So you can see that there is some data in real time, okay? So I'm just moving my sensor, and you can see that this data is being plotting in real time, okay? So the device is sending data, and this is Euler angles, okay? Okay. So now that we can see the data, the idea is that the physiotherapist can configure the sensor, okay? If I move a little bit, you can see that the green one, the green axis, okay, the values is going to be higher than 1000, okay? So I'm going to configure that. If I put here 1000, that means that if for any reason, and you can see here in the terminal as well, that the value for the Euler angles here is about 900, okay? But if for any reason this change to a value that is higher than 1000, the device is going to make a beep, a sound, okay? So this is just for an alert for the patient that he's performing the exercise in a wrong way, okay? So let's try to configure that. I'm going to pair here the device, okay? So now let me just enable my camera. I'm back to the live sensor as well. And you can hear a beep, right? Because the value of the green one axis is higher than 1000, okay? If I put the sensor in this position, you will see that the value is about 200, so yeah, it's not performing any buzzer beeping, okay? But if I move a little bit, so you can see that now the value is really higher than 1000, okay? So for this reason, it's doing this beep, okay? Okay, so I'm going just to put the sensor here, just to stop beeping. So yeah, so it's basically how this works, okay? This can help to the physiotherapist to configure an exercise, and then the patient can do it that at home, okay? Because this is actually, the device is going to save this information in the non-volatile memory, okay? So that means that he can perform the exercise at home without any supervision needed, okay? So that's it for now. Thank you so much.